Welcome everybody. This is the 1-2 game between the home team Plattsville Lightning and the visitors Rostock Braves. Sean Demera pitching for the Lightning. Winner of this game. That's game 2-0. Winner of this game moves directly to the championship game tomorrow. Loser of this game moves to the, call it the losers bracket for lack of a better way of putting it, but they will play the winner of the Quebec-Nova Scotia game taking place after this one. So loser is not out. They do get a second life. But the easier path to the championship would be just to win today. Ben Dom earns a leadoff walk. Riley Good at the dish. Demera steals, and that's fouled off. 0-1. That gets away. Stom scampers down to second. And the Braves threatening already. Here in the top of the first. Riley Good will be followed by Danny Scott, Mike Walker. Time called. I want to get on the same page with their signs. Van de Winkle not wanting to get crossed up. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Two pitch on the way from Demers. Swing and a miss for strike three. He gets him chasing down and away.
At the bat, center fielder number 19, Donnie Scott. On deck, Walker.
One away. Center fielder Danny Scott. Looks at a changeup on the outside corner. 0-1. Demers rocks, fires. This is inside, 1-1. That one off Demarest into left field. Ben Dom will come around the score, and we'll check to make sure that Demers is okay as that one caught him square in the thigh and ricocheted into right. So, fortunate turn of events there. As that will certainly leave a bruise in the coming days. Demarest will take a pitch. Says he's good to go. As Danny Scott's aboard with a single, Ben Dom is in. One away. Catcher Mike Walker. He's going to sky that out of play. One pitch on the way. Change up high. 1-1. That one over the glove short. Cut. No play, and Walker is in there. The single and takes second on the throw. Maybe they'll give him a double.
First baseman number 9, Nolan Baltina.
Nolan Baltina. Playing first base today. Tina. Hard hit ball to short. Diamond unable to get it out of his glove cleanly, so not able to come home. On to first, gets Baltina just in time. 2 away. So Danny Scott in. Walker stayed put. Baltina will go run for him on the 2-out catcher. Brings Joe Weiler to the plate. Runs well. Diamond makes a great throw. 3 away. Not before the Braves put up 2 in their top half of the first.
to the Plattsville Lightning, left fielder. Number 34, Caden Eichler. On deck, Agnello.
Back for the bottom of the first. Plattsville Lightning trailing 2-0. Left fielder Caden Eichler will lead things off. He'll be followed by right fielder Trent Agnello and second baseman Felix Isaac Bender. Sparker misses up for ball one. One and one. That's in there for strike two. Barker ahead in the count. Oh, apologies. They have it at 2-2. That's strike three on the outside corner. One away.
Number 55, Trent Agnello. On deck, Bender. Oyster, Bender.
That'll bring right fielder Agnello to the plate. It's in there on the outside corner for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Agnello sorting out the batter's box for himself. That's in there for strike three, looking on the outside corner, two away.
Next up to bat, second baseman number 10, Felix Isaac Bender. And a Winkler on deck.
Foul off, 0-2. Barker making quick work of the Lightning so far in the first. Ahead 0-2 in the count. Two away. Here comes the pitch. Strike three looking. As Barker strikes out the side looking for all three outs. And the Braves are up 2-0 after one complete. Back for the top of the second. Leading things off for the Braves would be Jarvis Kepfer, followed by Caleb Stonefish and Blake Brubaker. Sean Demarest still in the game after taking that hard liner off the right thigh in the first. This is down with that, 2-0. Changeup misses, 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Push a short, scoop by Diamond, on to first, 1 away.
At bat, right fielder, number 18, Caleb Stonefish. On deck, Brubaker.
Stonefish, another short hop by Diamond. Nice play once again. 2 away. Diamond's been busy at short, according to the last 4 outs.
24, Blake Brubaker. Parker on deck.
That misses up for ball 1. It's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Pitch on the way, change up. This is down as Brubaker manages to lay off. That's in there on the outside corner, 2-2. Pushed back. Demarest using every inch of his frame there to get that one. Retires the side in order. 2-0 Braves heading into the bottom of the second. Back with catcher Matthew Van de Winkle leading things off for the Plattsville Lightning. Followed by Sam Diamond and Sean Demarest. That misses up. That's pushed into the hole. Between third and short, Van de Winkle is aboard with a leadoff single.
Shortstop number 47, Sam Diamond. Demarest on deck.
Finds the outside corner for strike one. This is up and out for ball one. Time called. That's spoiled. Back into the fence here. Strike three on the outside corner gets them looking. Diamond didn't agree.
Up to bat pitcher, number 43, Sean Demarest. On deck, Christner.
So Sean Demarest up to bat. Van de Winkle still at first. Swing and a miss for strike one. going to be pushed to second. On to first as Van Winkle overruns the bag a little bit, but able to get back in time.
Up to bat, designated player, number 7, Cohen Christner, Oscar on deck.
So I believe that's Sam Diamond will come back in to pitch, or sorry, to run for Van Winkle. Designated player Cohen Christner. It's at strike one in the outside corner. 0-1. Christner checks his swing. One and one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Parker gets the sign, misses up and out. 2-2. Parker leans, fires, hits him and gets me jumping as that came right back into the cage off the hand of Christner. So happens to also be his pitching hand.
And Jewel on deck.
Christner aboard. 2 on, 2 out. Vosper looks at strike one down in the zone. Oh, 0-1 pitch on the way. Skipped in for ball one. That's going to be ripped into left. But nice catch by Jarvis Kepfer. No damage done. Braves still lead 2-0 after 2 complete. Back for the top of the third. And back to the top of the order for the Rostock Braves. Ben Dom, Riley Good, and Danny Scott get things started. As Demarest misses away for ball one. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Change up. Pushed back up the middle by Dom. He is aboard with the leadoff single.
Coming up to bat, third baseman, number 22, Riley Good. Scott on deck.
Good struck out swinging in the first. He swings through that. Strike one. This is away, 0-2, or 1-2, sorry. One-two pitch, misses up for ball two. Diamond steps on second for the out, throws to first. Not in time, as Good beats that out.
Center fielder, number 19, Danny Scott. Walker on deck.
So Good on board, the fielder's choice. Danny Scott, who singled and scored for the Braves back in the first. Scott fouls that off. 0-1. You'd be surprised to see Good running here. Nope, does not. 0-2. Scott stays alive. Fouling that pitch off, 0-2. O2 pitch on the way as Good takes off for second. Good stays alive. Gets him swinging for the second out of the inning. Bring Mike Walker to the plate.
Catcher, number 51,
Who singled in the first. Strike on the outside corner. Good going. Vandewinkle. Seemed like he bobbled there in his footwork, unable to get the throw off cleanly. No swing. 1-1 is the count. That's going to be pushed to Diamond. Good is going to score from second. Not sure. Diamond looked at second. Don't know that he realized there were 2 outs and his play was to first. He throws that away. Riley Good comes around to score. Not sure how they're scoring that. I would score it as an E6. Danny Scott in to run for Walker. Baltina grounded out to short. Picked himself up an RBI in the process back in the first. Demers shakes the first 2 pitches. It's one he likes. It's the strike call on the outside corner, 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Misses away. Quick snap throw by Vandewinkle. Scott back in time. Pushes count full. So Scott will be on the move. Swing and a miss by Baltina. Demarest gets out of the inning, limiting the damage to just 1. The Braves extend their lead to 3-0 after 2.5. And we're back, I believe, as my monitor has gone down. Barker starts out with the ball down in the zone. One-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Vandendoel. Strike down in the zone. 1-2. Swing and a miss by Vandendoel. Strike 3. For 1 away. Brings back to the top of the lineup.
At the top of the order for Pottsville Lightning, left fielder number 34, Caden Eichler.
This is up for ball 1. Eichler struck out looking. 1 of 3 struck out looking in the first for Barker. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fouls that off. 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. Spoiled by Eichler. Pushed by the glove of Brubaker at short. And Eichler's aboard with a single here in the third.
Right fielder number 55, Trent Agnello. On deck,
Trent Agnello. Second of those backwards Ks in the first. Gets out of that inside rise ball. Eichler able to get down to second on that high pitch. Nello tries to lay down the bunt. Count sits at 1-1. As I've got my monitor back, thank you, Sheldon. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That one's going to be flared to center. Danny Scott makes the catch. 2 away.
Up to that, second baseman, number 10, Felix Bender. And on deck.
I'll bring Felix Isaac Bender to the plate. Looking to catch that runner from second. As he turns on that and fouls it off out of play. Deep down the right field line. Catches the outside corner. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. He gets him with the off-speed pitch. Through three complete, the Braves lead 3-0. Back at it. As the Braves are batting in the top of the fourth, leading 3-0. Joe Weiler at the dish. Grounded out to short. He's only at bat as he pushes that first pitch offering up the middle for a single.
Up to bat, left fielder, number 6, Jarvis Petker. Stonefish on deck.
Jarvis Kepfer also grounded to short. One of 4 consecutive groundouts to short that the Braves had in the first and second inning. Kepfer unable to get that bunt down. See if he squares again as the Lightning are ready for it and in. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses for ball one. One-two pitch on the way from Demarest. It's going to be skied to left by Kepfer. And one away.
Up to bat, Right fielder, number 18, Caleb Stonefish. Brubaker on deck.
Nice shot of the crowd here in Carp. Lots of folks enjoying a day at the park. I suspect there's a few hundred fans here for the game right now. That's in there for a strike. Lots of cold refreshments and barbecued eats as Stonefish is retired.
Up to that,
The Braves
number 24, Blake Brubaker. John on deck.
currently in line to not take advantage of the leadoff single by Weiler. As Demeris starts him off with a strike on the outside corner. Tries to go back outside. 1-1. Oh, change up curveball. Gets him to roll over that for strike 2. Nice shot there of Carter Martin in center field. As Brubaker pushes that out of play down the right side. Stays alive, 1-2. Pitch on the way again. Called the ball, 2-2. Brubaker locked into battle here with Demeris. Spoils another one. That one fouled off the cage, right back into the glove of Vandewinkle. This is up as Weiler scoots down to second. So there he is for Brubaker, who's worked the count full. Looking to catch that runner from second. Extend this Braves lead. As he spoils yet another good pitch by Demeris. Count's still full. Demeris shakes a couple, gets one he likes. Time called by the batter. Pitch on the way. Right back at Demeris. On to first for the out. Side is retired. And Lightning will try and get things going in the bottom half of the fourth, trailing 3-0.
After 3.5 innings of play, Rob Doc Braves, no runs on 1 hit.
Leading things off in the bottom half of the fourth for Lightning is Matthew Van Winkle, who's going to get himself another leadoff single, as he's 2 for 2.
Shortstop, number 47, Sam Diamond.
And Sam Diamond to the plate. A little bloop single for Van Winkle. They don't ask how, they just ask how many, and he's aboard with his second hit of the game. Sam Diamond struck out looking. In the second, as Van Winkle is replaced at first by Matthew Meyer. That gets away. Meyer down to second. One hop throw, not able to be corralled by Brubaker. And Meyer is at second with none away. That's going to get deposited into the netting behind left field for a no doubt home run by Sam Diamond. And the Plattsville Lightning are on the board after that 2-run shot, now trailing just by 1. What a shot by Sam Diamond.
Sean Demarest.
Still not out. Sean Demarest is going to roll over that to our third. Riley Good on to first. 1 away.
Off the bat, designated player, number 7, Cohen Christner. Gosper on deck.
One away. Cohen Christner was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Stranded at first, as Vosper lined out to left. He's going to foul that back behind us. Parker gets a sign, leans, fires. Brubaker at short. 2 away.
Up to bat, first baseman, number 24, Jared Vosper. And Jewel on deck.
Going to be pushed back to Barker, on to first. Side is retired, not before Sam Diamond hits a 2-run home run to cut the lead to 1 through 4. back as you get a nice shot of the smoker out in right center field. Smoker responsible for the delicious pulled pork that people have been consuming yesterday and today. Burgers, hot dogs, cold refreshments, and some great fast pitch softball. Courtesy of the 2024 U20 Men's Canadian Fast Pitch Championship. Ben Dom leading things off in the top of the 5th. Sean Demers still throwing for Plattsville as he paints the outside corner, 1-2. Ben Dom stays alive, yet to be retired at bat today. He's walked and singled, scored back in the first. That one to Demarest, strong throw to first, one away.
Coming up to bat, third baseman number 22, Riley Good. Scott on deck.
That's in there for a strike. Riley Good struck out. Reached on a fielder's choice. Scored back in the third. As Mike Walker hit a grounder that was thrown away at first base. Good came around to score from second. And that is currently your winning run. Were this score to hold up. Gets him on the changeup. Yes, he did. 2 away.
Up to bat, center fielder number 19, Danny Scott.
Looked to me like he went around and
Walker on deck.
first base umpire agreed. Demers shakes. First one gets one he likes. Nice diving catch right there by Jared Vosper at first base to end the inning for the Lightning. They will come up in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 3-2. back with a shot of some of the fans on the Plattsville side of the field. Looks like the Braves will be suspending the flex and dropping to 9 as Weiler will do the throwing for the Braves. Some changes happening as well. As Braden Vandewinkle will bat for Brent Van Den Poel. Pushes that over into the tennis courts.
Up to bat, third baseman, number 20, Braden Vandewinkle.
That's in there for strike 3 looking. It's Vandewinkle.
Next up for Plattsville Lightning, left fielder, number 34.
His first victim.
Caden Eichler. Agnello on deck.
For Weiler. One-0 pitch on the way from Weiler. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Pitch on the way from Weiler. Left up in the zone. 2-1. That's fouled out of play. Three-two pitch on the way from Weiler. And he loses him. Ball 4 as Eichler works the walk. Coming up after this game will be the awards ceremony. That awards ceremony will take place here on Diamond 1. Agnello shows bunt, pulls back. Those awards based on pool play. So the 8 round robin games that were played this week. That misses down.
Hey, let's go working.
Weiler gets the sign, rocks, fires. Agnello bunts that up. Play made by Good at third. 2 away.
Off to bat for Plattsville. Second baseman number 10, Felix Eisert Bender. And Winkle on deck.
Felix Eisert Bender. Who struck out swinging and struck out looking in this game. We're going to try and keep things going with 2 out and Eichler on first. As Eichler goes. And they got him down at second. Great throw by Mike Walker. It's 3 retired. Braves coming up in the top of the 6th, leading 3-2.
Sorry, man.
We are back. Mike Walker leading things off after gunning out Eichler at second. He's got a single and reached on an error. That changeup misses. 1-1. Doesn't get the call on the inside corner. Looked good from here, but in my opinion doesn't matter. 2-1. Foul ball. Off the bat, 2-2. It was actually behind Walker, and it hit his bat as it was behind him, or behind his head. That misses. 3-2. Two teams played a close one. That misses inside. Walker draws the leadoff walk. Played a close 6-5 round robin game. That was yesterday, which actually determines who the home team was today, because these two teams finished as the first and second after pool play. Plattsville winning the tiebreaker over Rostock. So that's called a ball. 1-1. Push through the hole at between first and second. The Braves are in business again with runners at first and second and nobody out. A nice piece of hitting by Nolan Baltina.
Designated player, number 33, Joe Weiler. Kepfer on deck.
That brings, well, I won't say the designated player right now, although he is. The Braves have dropped to 9, so pitcher Joe Weiler. That's Trip Gilbert into the game to run for Mike Walker, I believe. My eyes serve me well. It is. So Trip Gilbert in. I'm sure there'll be a re-entry. But Braves looking for a little more speed on the base paths. Try to get this insurance run from second with nobody away. Weiler looking to change the score with one swing here on the first pitch. Fouls it off. 0-1. Demerson, a bit of a jam. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Misses with that offering, 1-1. Weiler looking for a pitch to hit. Doesn't get it, 2-1. Weiler pulls that change up foul. Out of play. Two pitch. Demer's looking to win it. Weiler swing and a miss for strike 3. One away. Big out there for Demer's. Jarvis Kipfer. Sorry, Kepfer. He's grounded out to short and flied out to left. He looks at ball 1 down. Two big runs on the bases for the Braves right now. Pitch on the way, in there for a strike. 2-1. That also in there on the outside corner, 2-2. Misses for ball 3. I don't know if that was up or out. Demer's certainly wanted the strikeout, needs the strikeout. swing and a miss for strike 3. As he gets it, I believe Owen Belinsky, if I heard Coach Donnie Scott correctly, will be batting for Caleb Stonefish.
To that now, right fielder number 12, Owen Belinsky. Drew Baker on deck.
Stonefish was 0 for 2 on the day. So in comes Belinsky. Demarest and Vandewinkle trying to get on the same page with Chip Gilbert standing on second. Pitch on the way, down for ball 1. Big out here for Demarest and big run on second for the Braves. As that's in there for a strike, 1-1. Demarest with the pitch. Fields it himself, on to first. 3 away. Demarest gets himself out of a first and second, nobody out jam. As the Lightning come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 3-2.
After 5.5 innings of number 10, Felix, Isert, Bender, Vandewinkle on deck.
Isert Bender lead things off against Weiler. Room for Riley Good. He will make the catch up against the fence as Isert Bender is retired for the 3rd time.
Up to bat catcher, number 15, Matthew Vandewinkle. Diamond on deck.
I bring Vandewinkle to the plate as he's re-entered. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. Plattsville in need of base runners. As that high floater is on to first, and Brubaker in time to get him. Close one at first, just in time.
Off to bat, shortstop, number
2 away.
47, Sam Diamond.
Over on Diamond 2,
Demarest. On
showcase
deck.
game of sorts between the Cars Aces and the Mixburg Twins of the Greater Ottawa Fastball League. That one misses, 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. Sam Diamond digs in. Weiler misses with that changeup. 3-1. Three-one pitch on the way. In the dirt. Oh, I thought it was 3-1. So yeah, okay, there we go. Ball 4. Diamond is aboard.
To bat for Plattsville Lightning. Pitcher, number 43, Sean Demarest. Christner on deck.
So, with Sam Diamond at first, Sean Demarest, pitcher of record, looking to help his cause. Swing and a miss, strike one. That change up. Skied out to shallow right. And he will be retired. So, with the Braves leading 3-2, they will be batting in the top of the 7th, looking to extend their lead
After
on the
6
Plattsville
full
Lightning.
innings of play, Plattsville.
back as Blake Brubaker flied out to center for the first out of the inning. Ben Dom, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Looking to get things started for the Rostock Braves, leading 3-2. Lightning down to their final 3 outs, and the Braves would love to put some insurance runs across as that catches the outside corner for strike 1. Change up, sat back, pushed out to center and retired. Nice play there by Carter Martin. Got a good read off the bat. 2 away.
Scott on deck.
That misses down and away for ball 1. That hits good. The inside pitch. Won't speak on Riley's behalf, but those evil shields
Center fielder, number 19,
are pretty much bulletproof when it comes to
Walker on deck.
these balls that are used, and sounded much worse than it would feel for Riley as that caught him right in his elbow guard. Luckily, he's wearing it. So 2 away. High strike called against Danny Scott, 0-1. So goods aboard. So wearing one in the elbow. A big run there for Danny Scott. With 2 away in the top of the 7th. It's fouled off. Demarest ahead in the count, 1-2. Looking to get his team to the sticks, trailing by just 1. Heading into the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 pitch on the way. Popped up. And a great play by Vandenwinkle up against the fence to make the out. And give the Lightning a chance here heading into the bottom of the 7th.
Christner, Boston on deck.
And here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Christner, Vosper. And Christner skies that out to center. Danny Scott underneath it. One away as Christner put a sting in that one off the bat. And Weiler can smile about it now as the out is made. Brings Vosper to the plate. 0 for 2. That misses. 1-1. And he will be followed by Braden Vandewinkle, who entered back in the 5th. That one's in the dirt, and a nice play by Joe Weiler fielding his position. 2 away.
Up next for Plattsville, third baseman number 20, Braden Vandewinkle.
Plattsville down to their final out. Winner of this moves on to the championship game. Loser plays tomorrow against the winner of the game between Nova Scotia and Equipe Quebec coming up after this. Two and 0. Push back up the middle. Weiler on to first, 3 away. And the Rostock Braves will move on to the championship game tomorrow afternoon. Plattsville Lightning will play the winner of the game this evening between Team Nova Scotia Selects and Equipe Quebec.